Hey, Randy Hunter here from BeginningSax.com. In this Jazz Sax Quick Licks and Tips video, I want to talk with you about guiding the 2-5-1s. Now, what I'm referring to is the use of guide tones to connect the chord changes in 2-5-1s and to connect your lines as you play through 2-5-1s. Now, if you recall back, I guess it was Jazz Sax Quick Licks and Tips number 14, I talked with you about 2-5-1 progressions, so you might want to go back and review that particular video. But guide tones, typically, if you're not familiar with the term guide tones, that typically refers to the thirds and sevenths of unaltered minor, dominant, and major chords. Now, other guide tones could include tones like the flat ninth when you start talking about alterations on chords. So keep in mind that we're just dealing with the basic thirds and sevenths in these 2-5-1 progressions. Now, you can think of guide tones guiding the harmony, say in the piano. Let's take a very basic 2-5-1 D minor to G7 to C major. If the piano player is playing the third and the 7 on the D minor chord, that's the F and the C, and then the G7 chord comes up, the third and the 7 would be the B and the F. Well, he's already got one finger on the F, and it's only a half-step move from the C to the B. A similar move occurs when you move from the 5 chord or the dominant chord to the 1 chord, the major chord. So the way that'll apply in our lines is that often we'll connect the chord changes in the 2-5-1 progressions using the guide tones. So for instance, on D minor, I might play D, F, A, C. Now it's time for the G7 chord, so I'm going to slide my line directly from the C down to the B. Maybe I'll play 5, 1, 7, so D, G, F. That leaves me on the 7, the guide tone on the G. And I'm set and poised perfectly to slide right into the E on the C major chord. So let's take just a minute and learn that particular line. So again, I'm playing D minor, D, F, A, C. That's 1, 3, 5, 7. Then I'm going to slide a half step down to 3 on the G7 chord, B, D, G, F. So 3, 5, 1, 7. And then another half step down to the E on the C major chord. And then you can close out the line with anything that works on the C major chord. Another way you can practice these guide tones through your 2-5-1s is just playing 3, 7, 3, 7, 3, 7 on each chord. So 3, 7 on each chord, F, C. That's 3, 7 on the D minor. Now on the G7, I'll play the B, F, that's 3, 7. And on the C major chord, I'll drop a half step and play the 3, 7, E to B. And then you can work at creating lines that utilize that movement. So we've got all kinds of neat lines that work using those guide tones, and I connected each one of those chords at the guide tone points. So, of course, let me take a moment and plug one of my jazz improv lessons. And if you really want to learn a lot more about how to practice these guide tones, I've got a lesson series, a 2-part lesson series called Guiding the Harmony and the Flat 9. So be sure to visit www.beginningsax.com, go to my Jazz Improv Lessons page, and I believe that lesson series is either in Stage 3 or Stage 4, or you can purchase it individually. Okay, so have fun practicing your guide tones through the 2-5-1s.